These are AirPods Max 2, or are they the first gens? You probably can't actually tell the difference, and even if you can, it doesn't much matter, as there's nothing really new on the AirPods Max 2 besides some new colours and USB-C. I bought AirPods Max back in 2020 when they first came out, and that's almost 4 years ago now. But the headphones haven't actually received a follow-up generation in all of that time, and when Apple finally did announce one, it couldn't have been a smaller deal. If you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you disagree with me, just let me know down in the comments. Okay, so let's get first gen AirPods Max out of the way. They sound great. They're one of my favourite pairs of headphones. Apple manages to deliver the best active noise cancellation I've ever heard, and the sound is really rather decent. Bass is noticeably deep, while treble and the high ends are sharp and crisp. While I've heard better headphones at the really high end, AirPods Max are the best at this sort of price point. I always come back to these headphones when I'm travelling or just for casual everyday listening, but AirPods Max aren't without their problems. AirPods Max, while fairly comfortable, are excessively heavy, around 40 to 50% heavier than similar wireless noise cancelling headphones. Some people have reported sweat and condensation creeping behind the ear cups onto the driver, and as these headphones aren't waterproof, it's not really a great mix. There's also no 3.5mm headphone jack. Rather, you have to use an adapter to go from Lightning to 3.5, and you can't just use a small dongle, you need to use Apple's $35 cable. This smart case, you know, the thing that looks like a cross between a handbag and a bra, is very poorly designed and provides almost no protection to the headphones. Apple's choice of this case also means you can't actually switch the headphones off. They just switch into a power saving mode. And what about the areas where Apple has moved on since 2020, leaving the AirPods Max behind? For example, the AirPods Max, despite being Apple's flagship headphones, don't actually support its own lossless audio format, which launched back in 2021. The latest AirPods Pro and even the new $129 AirPods 4 get a more advanced H2 chip inside. That improves battery life and active noise cancellation performance, and it's actually necessary for Apple's adaptive transparency mode. But the AirPods Max is stuck on the older H1 chip without any of these new features. Now, that's a lot of negativity from me, and these are still some of my favourite headphones, make no mistake about that. But for at least the last year when people have asked me if they should buy them, I've said hold out for the second gen, and what a mistake that was. You see, the second gen AirPods Max are hardly even a second gen. They come in a bunch of new colours, midnight, starlight, purple and orange, and I'll admit they do look fab, especially purple and orange. And of course, the Lightning port has been switched out to USB-C. It's a nice change, but not really second gen worthy. And that's it. Nothing else. What gives, Apple? These headphones were great when they launched, if a little more expensive than competitors, but they're no longer quite so great 4 years later. They're much more expensive when you can get objectively better headphones with more features for less money. I've already got the AirPods Max, so they're still my favourite headphones, but if I was looking to buy them now, I'm not really sure I'd make that purchase. Lots of people are very pleased to see the USB-C switch. Carrying around a Lightning cable never really bothered me, and I don't like the EU's enforcement of the port. But I'll admit, the USB-C port is more versatile than Lightning for charging. But it still doesn't solve the problem of needing an adapter for 3.5mm wired audio. Based on Apple's own announcement, the port is for charging only, not music input. Sound hasn't been improved, the chip hasn't been switched out, lossless audio isn't supported, none of the problems I've previously mentioned have actually been fixed. And by launching a second gen that doesn't fix any of this, well, Apple's doubling down on the bad. With no updates to the headphones for such a long time, many people wondered if Apple's just going to kill them off. And after this farcical launch, I'm pretty worried that Apple has actually given up on AirPods Max. They are a great set of headphones, but questionable at this sort of price point now. If you are looking to pick up a pair, find a first gen model for the lowest price you can. We've got Prime Day 2 and Black Friday coming up, so there's bound to be deals to have. AirPods Max 2 are disappointing to see, and they almost appear lazy. Apple, this one wasn't it. If you guys want to see me cover other headphones, make sure you subscribe to the channel, as I've got a few more coming up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.